our final segment for this morning, and it's all about Belize Billiards Sporting League.
Yes.
If you don't know what the billiards, you're going to learn this morning. And we have in studio with us none other than the president himself, Mr. Earl Clare, as well as a player that's going to represent Belize, Mr. Nain Rosado.
Good morning, gentlemen. And welcome.
Good morning.
All right, so I think this is the first time we're having a discussion about billiards on Open Your Eyes. And so I think this is a testament to the work that you all are doing, the resources and investments you're putting behind this league, but also to how far you've come. Mr. President?
Yes, definitely it won't be the last.
Yeah.
What happened, the Belize Billiards Sporting League recently was established in 2023. We registered with the CPB, that is the Confederation of Pan American Billiards. That is the organization that govern billiards throughout Latin America. Before, Belize wasn't partaking in any international competitions because we weren't registered. So it's a new venture we're pushing to.
This is the first year.
This will be year two.
Year two, yes, correct.
It's from 2023.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So last year we had an open invitation to Nicaragua, which was the host country for the Pan American Games. And this year we are actually doing some qualifying matches to take out some of our best players to go to Argentina.
Oh, wow.
Next year, we are hoping that we could get everything grounded and would be able to host the Pan American Games for Billiards, which would be a very interesting thing for Belize, especially from a tourism aspect as well.
Yeah.
Because when we went to Nicaragua, everybody was asking, Belize, where is Belize?
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know?
And that brings me to my question. Do we have a big pool playing community here?
Oh yes.
Huge.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Every district, every town, we have pool players. I think it's registered about 900 pool players. Yeah.
Wow.
Registered.
Yeah. Well, there's two. There's the Belize Billiards Federation, and there's a league. Our league is responsible for taking out players to the Pan American Games, and the federation usually do tournaments, the Belikin tournaments. Currently, they are doing the Belikin tournaments every year. That is from May to, I think, August.
Yeah. So the federation is basically the umbrella organization, and then there's leagues and tournaments under the federation. Now, when it comes to billiards, by the way, did you bring any sort of like tools or equipment for us?
Yeah, I bought my.
All right, so Doris, somebody's going to bring it on set for us, so you could get an idea. But when I think about billiards, or what we call pool, right? I think about going out on a Friday night or a Saturday at a sports bar, perhaps I shoot some pool with the boys.
That is exactly the concept that we need to change.
Okay, we need to change.
Yes, because billiards pool is a professional sport. Only here in Belize, we take it as a bar sport.
And that's why I asked, is there a big community? Because I know it has that.
We're expecting it to get even bigger because through our league, we are not pushing it as any bar thing. It's a professional sport whereby for the qualifiers right now that we're having, drinking is like you might take one or two, but we're very strict with that.
That's stunning to me.
You know,
because I think when I see you play pool or billiards, at least casually, but that's casual. You take your drinks as you take a shot. As you shoot
because
the ball,
then you need to be focused.
That's it.
You know, you need to be focused, especially from a professional standpoint, that you need to excel and go, especially to represent your country. You want the best. You want to groom them to be professionals. So we're not really entertaining that angle of that bar.
I love that though.
Where does the term billiards come from?
That's interesting. That's from I think it was like from 1857. I think it was.
Yeah.
The first.
And it's associated with pool.
Yeah. Billiards.
Yeah.
It's billiards, pool, snooker. So all of that fall under billiards.
Okay.
Yeah, Bill is the guy that started it all.
Okay, that makes sense now.
Mr. Rosado,
Yeah.
over to you. Let's talk a bit about how you started. Like when did you realize that this is something you actually wanted to take seriously?
Okay, I started playing pool about the age of 12 years. I immediately fell in love with the game. Yeah, and one of the mindset that we're trying to change is taking, instead of taking pool as a pastime game, making it into an actual sport here in Belize.
So you started at 12. Where did you start?
I had my own table. I was fortunate to have my own table, so I played at home.
Where are you from?
Orange Walk.
You're from Orange Walk.
Yeah.
Did you play casually with friends as well, like go out and play with friends?
Yeah, that's how we started.
Oh, wow.
And how was your level of competitiveness and skills versus your friends?
Yeah, from the beginning I noticed I had something different from my friends. I was able to see the game in a different manner and
Is that a huge part of it, being able to see the game?
yeah, have a vision.
So map it out for me, because I've played pool online on the app. Not the same thing. But what's the strategy that's involved? How do you go about deciding what ball to put in?
Yeah, you have to lay out like a it's like almost like playing checkers.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to
Know your moves.
envision the future, what you will do for the other shot. So it's a thinking game.
Yeah, I was just
wow.
going to say it's a mental
Yeah,
game
it's a
because
For me, it's only what I know I could get in.
yeah. No, but the way you explain is like the shot I'm taking now is for the future.
Exactly.
So you take a shot and you're able to control the cue ball, what we call ration. You take the shot, move the cue ball over to take the other shot, move it over to the other one. You know, so you map it out visually in your head, and then you know, all right, I will go this way, that way, until you throw the ball.
So
Now
you
have
have some
a
items
fancy
here,
piece of
yeah.
stick in front of you. Like, it's beautiful.
What
Is
are
it yours?
these?
This is what we call the cue stick.
Okay.
Stick?
Yeah,
I was wondering why it was so short, but I didn't realize that it
Yeah, it's
actually
yeah.
connects.
2-piece.
it connects.
Are all
then-
of the cue sticks like that?
Most of the Q6 now, we're getting more advanced with the sport, that they are using carbon fiber shafts and
Wow.
so. Back in the days, you
wood,
you
right?
just go to the bar and it will be one long.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
piece
what
of
I know
stick,
it to be.
yeah.
Is this heavy? Can I feel it?
Yeah. They
Oh,
have
this isn't
different
heavy
weight.
at all.
They have different weight.
The ones that I remember holding are
So what material is this?
This is oak.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
This one is a Q-Tech. This is my personal one.
okay.
So what I remember when I tried to play pool once was that there's a thing that you put at the tip there.
That's it.
Chalk.
Okay.
What's that?
This is the chalk. This is to reduce
Slip?
slippage.
Okay.
Yeah, so you
Yeah.
just chalk the tip and have the king ball there. Without that, it will tend to slip off the ball.
slip.
Okay.
And,
And then
And they
they're
glow.
Michael Jackson gloves. It's absolutely necessary.
Yeah, because
You have to
again, in the past, they use powder on our hands.
Okay.
And then the table get messy, you get messy. So now we just put on the gloves and it allows the cue stick to.
Listen, if I go and I go out to play,
that looks so official.
if I go play like just regular pool and I see somebody with that glove on
I
their
don't think
hand,
they win.
I like, all right, just you win.
You win.
It's okay.
Anytime I go and play, I always hide this because if I take it out,
People
they don't want to.
Yeah.
they don't want to play you.
Really?
They know that
Clearly
you are
they don't
good
want to
players.
play you. So
Why? Because they know then that you're a professional.
We automatically
This
go into their
guy
heads that, oh, he's a professional.
yeah.
I'm
So
still working. He is a pro. We
Is he?
call him the champ.
is it
Really?
He's one of the best player in the country,
really?
hands down.
So Mr. Rosado, back to you. Tell us a bit about what some of the tournaments or games you've won.
Yeah, I've won a lot of tournaments locally here in Belize. Maybe, in fact, most of the tournaments.
How old are you?
I'm 32.
32. What do you
Wow.
attribute to your skills? Like, what would you say make you who you are or what you are in this?
Oh, it's a whole mindset. Like I said, we have to take pool like actual sport. You know, we have to sleep good, eat good, do physical workout. You know, train on the pool table daily.
So how often? How many time? How often are you at a pool table?
I have right now. I have my pool table, so I play about 3 hours every day.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is apart from your daily life.
Yeah.
activities.
You have to, if you want to be good, you have to. Even though we work in the day, you still have to put in the time.
Yeah.
And is this
the pool
something
table.
that you wanted to compete professionally, or did you just enjoy it and you found yourself being one of the best and actually competing?
It's a little bit of both, you know. As anybody that plays any type of sports, one of your main goals is to represent your country,
Yeah.
and that is the motivation for us. No?
So tell us like
The Billiards League, what we are doing is not only pushing for the guys to go internationally, but we are mandated by CPB to also promote the sport to the youths, male and female. This year we are taking 3 youths with us to partake in the youth category. We hopefully next year we could take female players with us. But what we were trying to do is I will call out the sports council that I would like to meet and discuss further with them on using auditoriums so that we do summer camps for the kids and bring in coaches to teach them the sport the proper way, because you know, Belizeans take it as it's a bar thing, and that's what we're trying to get out of minds.
I appreciate that.
You know, that it's a truly professional sport, and right now they are like, for example, this Q-Tech is the brand. They are sponsors, they are corporate sponsors. They have Kamui, you have Predator, you know. So we're hoping and pushing that pretty soon one of those big sponsors could take on one of our players and allow them to go and travel more internationally to represent the country as well. No?
What does an annual calendar look like for the league?
For the league, every month we have tournaments. Currently we're setting it for every month. In July we will start more of the female tournaments as well, because there are a lot of female players. We hope to get more. Again, the reason why you don't have much females and much youths, because that bar stuff.
There's a stigma.
Yeah, it's a mentality.
But more establishments are moving away from just the bar thing to having restaurant and bar and a complete open area where you could
Just go and play.
pool.
So every month you have tournaments.
Every month we're having tournaments, and after school is out. I'm pushing to have summer camps for the kids.
Summer camp.
I started that already in Dangriga. Then COVID come, throw it all off. But we need to pick it up, and I need some assistance from the other pool players down there now to have it in every district, so that come 2 years from now we could have full-fledged youth tournaments as well.
Okay.
So you're currently stationed, you live in Dangriga.
Yes, I live in Dangriga.
So for our viewers who live out district, it would be a little bit challenging for them to reach out to you and join a camp or a workshop.
No, we have our website up, bbsl.bz. We have our contact info up there. We have the executive members are spread around the country, here in Belize City, Orange Rock, Rosado. We have representation throughout the country.
In the league, are there teams that represents different communities, or it's individuals?
Individuals. Our league is mostly individual tournaments, because each player gets ratings, and the rating is sent to CPB, which allows you to be rated throughout Latin America as well. After the tournament we had in Nicaragua, one of our players, Valdez, he was supposed to be here, but he ranked 21 in Latin America for 8 ball.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
So that's a major accomplishment, and we are hoping this year with the champ here and Louis again, because they are putting in that extra workout, that Belize could actually take on one of the first, second. Whosoever come in first or second automatically goes to the World Pool competition. That is where all nations compete.
So these guys ranked from the monthly tournaments.
Yeah, we're starting our ranking system, because in Belize it wasn't done. We're having a complete structure to the sport now. So we've started that recently, gathered the data, and compile that, so we'll have ranking for players.
What do they get ranked for? Wins or plays in the game?
Plays, wins. Currently, we're not taking it down to details. If I could take details when it comes to amount of shot percentages, fouls, and cutting, defense. But we haven't reached that point as yet. But for now, it's just amount of games that we're taking in, wins they are getting.
And what are the different types of games that you can play in billiards? If you could mention a few.
In Belize we have 3. We have to do 3 of them. 8 ball.
What's the 8 ball?
The 8 ball is the triangle.
Is that the
with
common
8 at the
one?
yes.
That's
the
what I
one
play
we
on.
on the
always
game,
used
yeah.
to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the 8 at the middle, and that is the last ball that you send.
You send in, yeah.
And the 9 ball is the diamond
Diamond.
shape.
You have a 9 ball?
Yeah, the rock shape like a diamond with the 9 in the middle.
9.
Yeah,
Yeah.
only 9 balls.
Only
You
9
shoot in
balls.
order.
You shoot from 1, 2, 3, 4 until the 9. But if you would knock in the 9, what we call carom, hit your 1 ball and it touches 9 and it falls, you win the game.
Count as a win.
Oh.
Yeah.
Then there's the 10 ball.
There's
It's
10
like a
balls.
smaller triangle with a 10 in the middle. Now that one is a cross between the 9 and the 8 ball. You have to call the pocket that you're going to shoot the ball in, and
Oh.
the 10 has to be the last one.
Yeah.
Which one would you say is the most challenging for you, Naim?
It will be between the 8 ball and the 10 ball.
The one that you would call the pocket, I would imagine would be the most challenging, because you not
Yes.
only have to strategize your play in the future, but you have to make sure that you actually get it in the pocket that
Yes,
you intended.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's do you guys like measure or count or keep record of, I don't know, streaks in a game itself? And I call it streaks, there may be another term for it, whereby you are going back to back in making shots, and you're probably not giving the other player a turn because you're making shots
You're
after
winning.
shot.
You're winning.
You're winning.
So this weekend we're having one of the qualifiers tournament here at GNS Cool Spot
Okay.
on Young Street. If the audience would like to understand more or less what we're actually doing, they could come out and see the games. That's the same kind of setup with streak. We put them in brackets and they compete amongst each other. The winners stay on the table. So as long as you're winning, you stay on the table, you rack up your points, you advance.
Well, what's the most amount of shots you've made consecutively in one game? Have you ever gone through a game where your opponent got no shots?
Yeah, sometimes that happens.
Uh-huh.
Where you
We call
break
it the
and
capote.
you break and run. Yeah, in Belize you call it capote, but it's basically a break and run.
Break
where
and
you
run.
break and you finish it.
Right, straight.
Yeah.
You've had that
Yeah,
experience?
yeah.
Yeah, that's
Well, he's
another-
good then. He's good.
Yeah.
So Naim, again, you are set to represent Belize for billiards. Talk to us about what we can expect about your performance. How have you been preparing yourself?
Well, for this out there, the international games, there are a lot of good players. So we have to train very hard in order to keep the level high and to match up with these players. No? So it's a lot of dedication for this next 2 months, a lot of practice.
And when are you leaving?
We're expected to leave the 21st of June. The tournament is the 23rd of June to the 6th of July
Right.
Okay.
Where?
in Argentina.
Argentina.
That's the same country that we have a basketball team going there to play a regional tournament as well.
Yeah.
Who knows?
We like the support of the brother community, the business sector.
Let's talk a
because
bit about
Yes,
the
we are
that's
not,
what
we're
support
not,
that's needed.
yeah, we're not, the league is not geared around charging players. You know, we are doing this literally for the love of the sport. We need to do something to advance the sport in Belize, so we took on that challenge. And we're seeking sponsorship from companies and so forth. So
Yeah.
to see this go through, no, eventually we would reach a point that we could actually manage the entire thing, but for now,
What's needed when it comes to sponsorship?
in our case right now, it's some finance to take the players out because we are responsible to take out all the players.
How many players?
We're
total?
taking 4 players from the male category and we're taking 3 players from the youth category.
So
Wow.
7 players in total.
Yeah.
And a trip to Argentina is a little bit more on the pricier
On the
side.
price.
Yeah, it's a little bit more, but we have committed to CPB, so whenever they call the tournament, we have to represent.
Do you have any sponsors as yet? Anybody
Currently,
you'd like to
we
pick
have
up?
sponsors that took us on from last year. Dangriga Land Developers, thanks to Salmarin, we have GNS Cool Spot, we have PMG's Funhouse in Rosado, we have Abaisene Cool Spot. Thanks to Tim Agas as well, Stone
Okay.
Crab.
Yes.
He
Yeah, great
He
guy.
was one of the guys who actually kept billiards alive in Dangriga
Really?
Oh.
because it was going down,
Uh-huh.
and he took it up.
Kept it alive by sponsorship?
No, he had a
By
actual
hosting.
hosting tournaments at Stone Crab.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Yes.
had pool tables there. I hope he do the same for
Brings
the
it
new
back.
stone crowd, you know?
Yes,
Put on
I
a-
believe so, man.
Tim, if you're watching, you hear the request,
You heard
right?
Put in that pool table, Tim.
Yeah, great.
Well, gentlemen, let's use this opportunity to remind our viewers again about the competition that's set to take place. Of course, if there's anyone that's interested in joining the team or joining the movement of playing the sport, how can they do so?
They can go on our website. They can find us on Facebook, Belize Sporting League. Send our request, send a message, and we will openly give you full contact information, schedules, assist with whatever needed to get into the sport.
And for sponsorship as well, what exactly do you guys need?
My number is 615-6113. We need the financial assistance definitely to keep the guys out there for that extended period of time. No? So,
Wonderful.
All right. Well, gentlemen, we're excited for you. All the best. And we hope that we can have you guys here back talking about that win.
oh yeah,
definitely.
definitely. Oh, I can't forget the Flores family.
Yes.
One of our sponsors as well.
From where?
From Dangriga originally.
Great.
Well, thank you so much for stopping by again. Paul, this has been such a great morning talking with our different guests and learning about what they have going on. Of course, we started things off with talking about forest fires and how it affects on a larger scale. We oftentimes just talk about the fire itself, but this morning we also touched on protected areas where forest fires also take place and how the community and different organizations can get involved. We also touched on pollution as well and how that affects a general public space as well as it relates to fires.
And then, of course, we're inviting people to come out on
Sunday.
for the
Port versus Valdez.
Valdez PLB game. That's going to be a huge one.
This is the finals, right?
This is the finals,
So
the two
I
legs
think
of
it
the
should bring out a
finals.
crowd.
This is the first leg, so that should bring out a crowd.
And of course, we spoke about some other Mother's Day gift ideas with blank canvas. I loved everything that I saw on that table. I particularly loved the puzzle piece. These are just some of the amazing gifts that you can choose from for your options for Mother's Day. Yancy did mention that if you wanted to purchase, you would have had to do it probably yesterday. But she still has some space, so I'd urge you to reach out to her right now. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Call her now.
And then, of course, finally, our friends over from the Belize Billiards Sporting League talking about all that they have going on, upcoming trip in Argentina, the need for Belizeans to jump behind this movement.
Absolutely.
And give the support that's necessary. Because what we're seeing with these conversations with sports is that it's really changing lives and that everybody is trying to reach out to the youths, to groom the youths and impact them in ways that other things outside of sporting disciplines may not be able to do. And so definitely huge kudos to this sporting league, the Billiards Sporting League, for taking on this just for the love and passion of this discipline.
Absolutely. Well, that does it for our show. We want to say thank you again to all of our guests who stopped by, but a special thank you to you guys, our viewers, for tuning in with us. It is May 9th, and if you're celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday to you. And if you'd like to give a birthday shout out, or if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can send us an email at oye@channel5belize.com. You can also catch us on Facebook at Open Your Eyes BZ, as well as Instagram for behind-the-scenes content at OYE Belize. Thank you so much for joining us, and please do us a favor and join us again tomorrow for our Mother's Day special as you open your eyes.
And start your morning right.
Until then, keep your eyes, your mind,
And your hearts open.
have a wonderful Thursday.